So I just brutally got interrupted. I was almost done cleaning the shop, so it actually looked like something. What are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. And I'm very grateful for you allowing us to use your lift. Much obliged.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is, these hubs are a little shot and they don't want to move. So we're gonna pull this tire off and have a hernia in the process.
So that we can work in there?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh.
And then we're gonna pull the hub off and grease it up because something tells me it's gonna be fugly in there. So.
Can we finish cleaning the shop afterwards?
After.
After.
Yeah, after the hub's done, then we'll clean because we're gonna make the shop dirty when we're working on the hub.
What he said.
You're right. All right,
Let's
continue.
Let's do this.
Also, if you think about it, we should just never clean the shop just because
It's always
always gonna get
dirty?
He's not wrong.
I don't want it to look like Mike's shop, so.
Hey, I just cleaned my garage and it looks a lot nicer than this. Hold on a minute. No, I missed a look.
Did you really? Did you? Really?
Look.
I'm so
You
sorry.
gotta look at that. The one at the bottom he missed.
I missed the one at the. All right, give me a break. I missed the one at the bottom.
Jesus.
All right.
You thought it was a good 10 bolt, not an 8 lug, huh?
Please.
Well, it could have been an 8 lug 10 bolt, but.
They do exist. Oh my God, dude. You're gonna have a stroke. All right.
That was actually heavy.
Like I said, that wheel is about 500 pounds by itself. Ooh.
Yeah, that's rust, buddy.
Yeah, it's a little ugly.
That's not supposed to be rusty.
No, I know that.
And this is really rusty. That's not supposed to have any rust on it.
Here we can see that the bolt broke off, and of course, it's not sticking out at all. So we have to kind of drill that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that to you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
But in all seriousness, this is
Yeah, that's rough. That's
pretty rusty. Apparently, whoever put this together never put any grease on here, and definitely put grease in here. Otherwise, it looks like this when you go off roading. There she moved.
That's definitely fugly. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Gotta
See?
give it a little jerky action.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. That'd be mud right there.
Dude, there's like nothing in there. There's no grease or whatever.
She's empty. She's dry as a bone.
So when you pull a rear out of a barn,
Wasn't in a barn.
it was in Chad's barn.
It was not in Chad's barn. It was in Chad's shop.
It was not. It was in Chad's barn.
It was not in his barn. No, it was not.
Hello.
Hey, I have a question for you. The rear that Michael bought from you, yes,
Michael?
I used your full name, that
Wow.
Michael bought from you, was it in said barn when he bought it from you? Or was it always stored in your garage?
Pretty sure it was in the garage the whole time.
Ha! You're wrong. I love when he's wrong.
I was wrong once, but hey,
Once, he
well, the
said.
guy you bought it from, was it sitting outside or inside?
Inside.
Pat 1,000, pal.
Can we get back to work now?
Yeah, I guess.
What you doing, Nate?
So, to kind of keep things moving along, we are going to take off the brake calipers and the bracket all in one shot.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't hurt my nuts. And this comes up. There we go. Nice.
Nice. No heat needed.
No heat needed. You want to know what else is nice? It didn't break and hit me in the head. That hurt.
You are good at that.
I'm very...
I think you did that 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah, just about.
On camera, at least.
Yeah. I hurt myself a lot on this channel.
You do. I'm not going to mention the stapled hand because it was on the last video, but yeah, you stapled yourself.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Thank you.
There she is. There's the outer. It's,
Doesn't look too bad.
yeah,
There ain't no grease on it, though.
you're right.
Which means there's no grease on the outside.
These are always annoying to get lined up. And they're annoying to come out. But once you get them out, they come out.
Wow.
Now we got to get the inner one, which
Yep.
is way in there, and I'm hoping that the socket is deep enough to get to it. And he's wrong. Happy. Man, this thing is, it goes good and then it doesn't. And
I did not feel happy.
nope.
Don't tell me it's stripped.
So we took a little bit of a break because we were having issues with taking the nut out.
Yeah, and I scooped this out, and I'm pretty sure them be threads off of the spindle or the nut.
I really hope not.
Yeah, that does not look good. So we're gonna go get a tool and do this the right way, but it ain't looking good. Okay, so our buddy Chad showed up. Yeah, this thing, the threads are completely stripped, and the nut is not coming off. So we got a new toy out.
See if we can break it.
Oh! That one actually a lot easier than I anticipated.
Did it break?
Yeah, it snapped it right in half. Oh. So yeah, we just split it right here, right down the center, and that broke it off. Oh, this one came right off.
Came right off, yeah.
Actually, this is in a lot better shape than the other side was. Ooh.
That's gonna need to get cleaned.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. Wow. Well, just have to see if the threads are. Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, you can
You
see
can
it.
see right over here. They're flat here. Guess I'll need a new spindle too.
Foobar.
Let's zip this thing off and see what we got working with here. There you go. Got a pry bar.
Yeah, I could walk to the box and get a pry bar, but and there's that. And now there's a little seal in there. Actually, there's a bearing and a seal in there. These are supposed to spin.
They don't.
And
Honestly,
I don't even know if they were spin. Oh, there we go.
I don't know how the truck moved without squealing.
And without that being said, I think we showed this earlier, that got cracked, which in turn screwed up the threads on said spindle.
Half the threads in the back are all
I don't know if
flat.
they can see that, but yeah. So he had to go buy a new spindle, and since we were that far, we might as well rebuild it all. Yeah,
Yep.
use a seal puller for that. It's much easier.
Yeah.
That one actually has a little bit of grease in
There's some
it.
grease in that.
Or it's just all the parts cleaner that broke down the grease and
Yeah.
made it move. So if you go down in there and you see this little lip here, that is the race of the front bearing. And all you gotta do is tap around that edge, flip it over, and then tap this race out this way. A little bit longer, just would be nice. And one more whack. Oh, I lied. Two more whack. Hey! And it pops out just like that.
A little dirty.
Yep.
Well, that's one.
I was gonna say it sounded like it fell out.
It did.
Look at that.
Yeah.
How bad is that one?
Oh, it's. This should not.
Should not feel like sand.
No, it should not. Well, this
One hub done, we'll clean that up the
Yep.
rest of the way and
start reassembly.
start reassembling. We're gonna throw the races in. We put a little bit of lube in there. Grease, aka lube. Now what I like to do is I take the old one, which we should have probably cleaned too.
I will say that these hubs are a lot cleaner than they were when we first took them off. They're actually just about as clean as Ricky's Tighty Whities, which are neither tight nor white. There you go.
This guy. Anyways, you take the old race.
Old race.
Old
Yeah.
race, yep.
Just put it on there and slowly tap her down. Think we're good.
Keep her solid.
Yep. Could have did that again.
No. But
Shoes down.
what he's also doing, so you guys have a visual, this little lip right here is where the seal actually rests on. So he's just knocking it down to that seal.
Yeah, and do not hit it hard because you will bend it. It's only like 10.
So we have a little bit of a difference between the new spindle and the old spindle. The clear, obvious one is this actually has more of a raised seat for when it's sitting in the knuckle compared to the original one that came out. We measured everything else. Everything else is exactly the same. And we determined also where it sits in the knuckle. This, like, I want to say ½ inch, isn't going to be much of a difference.
So we got this hub all good to go. Everything's greased, new seal. We got this all cleaned up, ready to install this new spindle.
Yeah, you did a nice clean job on your shaft.
Actually, Nate was
I did it.
Nate was the one that
Cleaned your shaft?
cleaned my shaft.
Oh,
Yes,
that was nice.
he did a nice job with the shaft, I must say.
So when we're putting this on, I like to put anti-seize on here because for how often we take them apart for off-roading, it just makes it super simple to come back off when we're done. I think the aftermarket ones actually go into hammer. Now this, I believe he said, goes to 50 foot-pounds and then backed off a quarter turn. What else?
That's 50.
I say that's pretty... Do not drop that on your toe.
Yeah.
That'll hurt like us.
Yeah.
SOB. So now you gotta line this little groove up with the little groove that's in there. I don't know if they can see that. It's up here. Oh. Yeah, they can't see it.
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah, that little groove goes on that groove.
Outer ring. You gotta hold it.
I am holding it. Oh, you made a clicky clacky. Look at that. He thinks he's Superman.
I don't think I'm
He stepped
Superman.
behind the camera so nobody can see him flex and go, oh God, it hurts.
That flex? No. Oh God, it hurts? Yes. Now that we got all the inner bearing parts and hub parts cleaned up, we are ready to reinstall this entire hub and put it all back together. So we're going to start with this ring. Goes in like so, right like that. All the way back in there.
You ready for some grease in your hubs?
Well, yes I am.
Oh, perfect.
Next, put this guy in here like so.
It's a little spacer.
Yep. Yes, thank you, Nate.
Then we like to glue this up.
It's the most grease it's ever seen.
Since I've owned it, yes, it has. I believe so.
Guarantee it.
Can never have too much grease as far as I'm concerned.
You know what really sucks? Really, really sucks?
What's that?
When you get grease on your nose.
Don't even. Don't even.
You're right. I'm sorry. Let me just figure it.
Oh, you son of a. Really, dude? Well, at least my nose won't rust. All right. Back to the topic at hand. Spring.
The big gear goes in first, and the little gear goes on the outside. You gotta spin the rotor to.
There we are.
There you go.
There we are. Okay,
All good?
I think so.
Now you gotta hold all that together.
Yep. Okay,
You ready?
I'm ready. Just tell me where you want me to move my.
First, you gotta put the outer
This one.
block ring in, which, depending on the company you use, is different type of block ring. I like the snap ring version, but this is like some sort of spring ring.
We good?
Almost.
Okay. I just want to make sure my thumb isn't in the way.
How many hands does it take to put one?
All right.
You could let go.
Now you pull that, move your hand, pull that axle out,
And it
and now there's an inner groove.
Yep.
inner groove to get the smaller spring lock washer.
whatever that thing you want to call it. Normally it's a snap ring, but not for Yukon apparently. And voila!
Look at that.
And the way it works too is if the cap will push these two tabs in, unlocking the hub. And once they're released, then it spins everything together.
Yeah, if you put it on lock, and then you line up these two tabs
Right in there, those little holes there.
with those two notches, and there's no pressure pushing out while you put the hub on. Otherwise, you sit there and have to push it in and try to get the screws to start at the same time.
An expensive but successful job well done, boys.
Yeah. We're not gonna bore you with the rest of it, but it's very simple. We're just gonna throw on the brake calipers back on, the tires, and lower it down off the lift.
Yeah, clean up the rotors so there's no grease on them, because I definitely see a little bit of grease.
Oh, yeah. Yep, there is definitely now.
Yep,
Well, all in all, this is basically how you service your
Dana 60.
Dana 60 with your lock hubs.
Yukon lockups.
Yukon lock hubs. Anyways, this has been Twisted Ignition. See you guys later.
Later.
See ya.